it just seemed like the other day I came in, young and energetic and as an assistant, and I still feel sort of that way. It's just it's a treat to try to lead these young men and make them better on a daily basis, and it just keeps us all fresh.
I do remember Manny as a freshman. I think I actually might have picked him up at the bus station in my Volkswagen, and oddly enough had enough room to transport all of his belongings to the dorms that day. But I do remember Manny coming in and played number 6 as a freshman. And you could tell right there in that transition from his freshman year to his sophomore year, from going to number 6 to number 1, while still leading Georgia to SEC championships, was a tremendous statement at an early age, and really had an impression on me while I was around the team during that time. But it was obviously very impressive, and just very passionate about the sport of tennis and about college athletics, and I think you still see that today.
I mean, it's a good feeling. I'm sure Manuel's proud, but I mean, it's not just time spent, but it's time well spent. And he was successful as a player, as an assistant coach, and as a coach. He's an amazing coach, and just terrific guy and great leader. And I think he's, we're lucky to have him.
Manny came in behind Coach McGill in almost a seamless transition, which is remarkable for someone with Coach McGill's experience and what he did for this program for college tennis. And Coach Diaz has really taken that to another level and elevated that. And Coach McGill saw something special in Coach Diaz, whether it's his presence or the way he goes about things. His ability, what kind of stands out in those 25 years, his expectations of where he wanted to continue to bring that program and take it to a next level stands out. His players know what he expects from them, and so they try to live up to that every day in practice and in matches, and just laying that brick one brick at a time is what he talks about, to try to be the best team and program that we can be.
Well, of course, I knew Manuel before he came to Georgia, because I was at a club in Atlanta playing tennis, and he worked some part-time there while he was playing. So I knew his credentials were great, and it was a great playing career, and went on to play great professionally. So I was very confident he was going to do a great job, and he sure enough did. I think it's quite an accomplishment that he took over for the legendary Coach McGill and actually took it to a higher level, which is very tough to do, following a legend like that, and he's done it with such grace, and it's just been amazing.
Well, it's just a tremendous accomplishment, first of all, to be a head coach for that long in college athletics right now. But I think what's even more remarkable is the ability Manny has to kind of recreate himself every year. I think the ability to be competitive at this level over this period of time, which is remarkable to begin with, but it's something that we're all very proud of. But I think Manny is always on cutting edge. He's always learning how to do things a little bit better.
I want to win it a couple more times before I call it, and I'm not really thinking about calling it, but that's always the goal. That's always what you strive for. Our college landscape is a lot deeper, and so staying at the very top of our sport is even more challenging today than it ever was. But that makes it fun.
Manuel is, he's one of the best coaches gone, and I think in any sport. And I think it's, we're not just lucky to have him, but we're also lucky to have someone that has that built-in love for Georgia, because he went here, played here, and he played his heart out too. And but it's a neat thing, with Jeff being here for a long time, Wallace and Manuel, and also Andy for 34 years. Proud to say that I'm one of his compatriots, and it's neat coaching with him, but it's also, better yet, it's good being friends with him.
My wife is not ready for me to come home and bother her, so I'm way too hyperactive to be around the household. We take 2 or 3 days off here and there, and I get bored after 24 hours. So, this kind of keeps me young, keeps me going. We got some goals out there for these kids that we want to help get them to, and we're not really thinking about it, any of that, going fishing yet.